Hey guys, what's up? How y'all doing? I'm here to talk to you guys about My Hero Academia's new chapter, which is on chapter 383. Now, this chapter right here looks like to me things are about to get a little bit more crazy. I don't know what's about to happen next, but one thing's for certain is that if they could hold out this long, then they could possibly win. But we'll have to see, because I don't think it's going to be that simple anyway, considering that this is the final arc and the final fight is possibly up to come. But who knows? So, if anything else, let's continue. We have to it that, it makes a narration about like how Shoto Todoroki took down Dabi, and while back at Gigantomachia's detainment facility, we had to it everyone is trying to hold off against the person who also was playing the freaking the sound wave attack of to get Machia to listen to All For One's voice, We had to it, the guy makes a narration how they have a device about All For One's voice whatsoever, and that Machia could hear them. The Mount Lady knows that this is bad news, considering that Gigantomachia is very deadly and very powerful, Even we all know that. And we had to it that Gigantomachia, unfortunately for all of them, ends up waking up and ends up causing a rampage. We have to it that everyone's getting shocked right now. Kirishima decides to go after Shinzo. However, Shinzo is actually being covered by that sludge villain that we know many at the very beginning of My Hero Academia. He ends up talking about how this is so easy, etc., and that this is going to be a piece of cake, And we had to it that the guy who killed Midnight makes an announcement about how Might is right whatsoever, while Kirishima is trying to fight against the sludge villain to release Shinzo because he is pretty much the key to this factor, And we had to it that Gigantomachia screams, "Where's my master? Where is he?" And we had to it that before Gigantomachia could kill Mount Lady, we had to it Pinky ends up launching a powerful maximum output of Acid Man Alma, and manages to melt away a lot of freaking a lot of freaking Gigantomachia's mold claws whatsoever, and we had to it that Pinky thinks about the time how she's really getting upset of losing people she cares about, and enough is enough, and I'm sick and tired of failing to protect the ones I care about, and ends up using her Acid Man to the fullest to go on the sludge villain, and that sludge villain ends up losing grip on Shinzo and ends up getting brainwashed by Shinzo, and we had to it that that Pinky remembers about Midnight Sensei's classes whatsoever, etc., and she knows that I know full well that things get scary when you're weak. Because I'm weak, that's why I want you by my side. Isn't that what's supposed to be? And not just for us, but you guys as well. And we had to it that we had to it that eventually the guy ends up saying, no matter what you do, your voice won't reach him. He can't be stopped. We have to it that Shinzo actually somehow copied All For One's voice whatsoever with this voice modifier, and ends up managing to control Machia and ends up winning the battle easily, It was really freaking crazy. Shinzo talks about how he has the TARDIS recordings and the Persona chords copied All For One's voice. All he needed was a single response for him to completely counteract their sound transmissions, As for Pinky, she is really spent out right now and dehydrated whatsoever. And we had to it that Kirishima apologizes for not being able to help out more, Pinky says we're finally even, but Kirishima says otherwise, saying you've always been my hero, And we had to it that the people who tried the jailbreaker and the PLF members that are trying to retrieve Machia is all captured, We had to it that Mount Lady gets an information from Sukeuchi saying that we're going all in and we are trying to stall All For One once and for all. Then we get to see the last page where Gigantomachia, Mount Lady, and freaking Dark Shadow and all that, and Inasa and everyone else trying to stop All For One and attack them all together. However, at the very end of the chapter, there's a freaking helicopter or a freaking chopper show in the sky right now. We don't really know who that chopper is right now, but one thing's for certain is that I think there's some other chopper as well at the very end of the last page. So, yeah, in this chapter, it's pretty short, honestly. I expected to maybe last another chapter or so, but I guess they're getting to the point and not giving it a lot of like, I guess the artist does not want to land too much of it. But that aside, we have, in this chapter right here, Gigantomachia wakes up thanks to the PLFF and then everyone else waking him up. And then Shinzo comes in, but Kirishima and Ashido works together to get the sludge adrenaline off of Shinzo. Shinzo mind control brainwashes Gigantomachia and ends up managing to knock out the rest of the freaking attackers whatsoever, and now they go after All For One and they clash against it with the help of Mount Lady and freaking Dark Shadow, Inasa, and everyone else. But like I said, there's a chapter that ends up with some choppers or airplanes coming at the end. We don't really know if those are allies or enemies. We don't really know. But looks like to me things are about to get crazy from here on out. But we'll have to see how this goes out. So yeah, don't know what next chapter is gonna bring, but I'm pretty sure it's not gonna be that simple. I have a bad feeling that All For One will reach Shigaraki, and Shigaraki will try to kill All For One or absorb his quirk factor, and then things might get bad. We'll have to see. So until then, people, I'll see you guys in the next video. So I'm Alpha Zero. Have a good day. I'll see you guys next time. All right, peace out. Bye bye. Toot toot.